Before I talk about the number of daylight hours that each line of latitude will receive kind of throughout the year, I want to show you an example of how you can go ahead and calculate the angle of the sun at noon at your particular latitude. And it goes like this. First off, you need to know what line of latitude is receiving the most direct incoming solar radiation. Which line of latitude has a 90-degree angle, so that when the sun is at noon, we have a 90-degree angle like that. And so I've picked here actually the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere. So the location that is getting the most direct rays at the summer solstice, the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere actually is 23.5 degrees south, the Tropic of Capricorn, and we've kind of looked at this before. So then your first step is to go ahead and calculate the number of degrees between your location, which the example we're going with 40 degrees north latitude. You have to go ahead and do a quick calculation. How many degrees is it from between you and the place that's getting the most direct sunlight? And in this case, you can see that the sum of these, the angle between us and 23.5 degrees south actually is 63.5 degrees. And in order to get that, you basically have to recognize that we're going through the equator. So you can see in this summation over here, we had to add 40 plus 23.5. So 40 plus 23.5 is 63.5. Then with that, step 2 then is to take 90 degrees and from that subtract the distance between, or excuse me, the number of degrees between you and the location receiving the most direct amount of sunlight. And so if we do that, 90 minus 63.5, we get 26.5 degrees. So, and I think this was actually way back at the beginning of chapter 2, I had a figure kind of like this. This is to say that at noontime, the highest the sun will get on the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere at 40 degrees north latitude is simply going to be 26.5 degrees.